driving up to the mountain on highway number 3 towards the Manning Park, and as you can see, it started to be snow around, and earlier was a bit of a rain. That's why I have to keep my wipers on, but it's changing to snow. So now it's snow, it's melting on my windshield because I turned some heat on. But I love it. I love it. I see the snowflakes coming, and they are not big snowflakes, but I expect larger snowflakes maybe in 10-15 minutes, and I'm pumped. I'm so excited. I'm really excited because I didn't spend my afternoon inside the home, and today I want to talk about diets and why diets fail. And if you don't have patience to watch the whole recording, I'm telling you the secret. So live your life the way it was designed. Oh, that's snowplow being towed by the tow truck. So I thought the snowplows don't really get stuck in here. So follow your body design. And another thing that you won't read it in most places, I did not read what I'm going to tell you. I'm going by feelings and by common sense. Your body was designed with a specific firmware. So you have a firmware, which are kind of a software that is being embedded in your body that gives your body basic rules of the system functioning. So your heart knows how to beat and when to beat, why to do that, why the heart is connected to the brain, what signals to listen from the brain, how the hardware, the blood vessels, the nerve systems are connected between different organs, how they listen to each other, why some of those know when to work harder and when to slow down, how the brain knows what to process, what to ignore, how to save resources, and all that is mainly controlled or governed by the firmware that you come with. And also in the firmware you have information about how you process different nutrients and how you deal with the environment in your area. And I can tell you that people are born and designed to work well into certain geographical area, and when people move around, the body and the genetic mechanism or the firmware that it's encoding in a genes, in a human genome, is not working properly. It's started to make a misinterpretation to different conditions that change when you change the environment. Let's say you move from a geographical area to another geographical area. Now the body has to learn how to process different type of foods, different type of nutrients that come from that environment, and that puts lots of stress onto the body. So the human body is designed to process more than you think. If you take certain animals and change their diet, they might die. If you try to change a vegetarian animal, a herbivore, and try to feed that herbivore with meat, the herbivore knows it's not only not good for the body, or maybe the herbivore will not think, but he is trained and has a firmware telling its brain that the smell that comes from and the image that comes from those foods are not good signals. It's not something that gives the animal a certain emotion that makes the animal want to eat that stuff. So they are omnivores who might eat almost everything, like rats, like bears, but even those systems, when they are moved to different geographical areas, their body needs time to adapt. And I really I can't stop enjoying the snow, and it's not dumping too hard. Same thing happens with the humans. You take someone from India and bring that person to eat Canadian food, their body will suffer. That's one of the reasons the East Indians will stick with their native diet. So they attend their traditional food restaurants. They will cook traditional food because they know it is good for their body. It's not only the senses they got used to, the smell and the taste and anything, all that information that comes from their food they grew up with, but they have the sense. They feel, you know what, this crappy food, the American McDonald's stuff, is not good for my body. And of course the new generation of East Indians, they get used to the American diet, but you will see a lot of those kids, they gain weight because it takes a couple of generations for the human genome to adapt and change. But it's not going to change the whole genome, the whole genetic structure, but certain genes that deal with environment, like food, temperature, whatever you see outside of the body. And why diets fail? And before I go to that point, I want to give you the answer. Follow what it's written in your religious books, like the important books of your religion, because these religion books and these prophets and these people who came to earth and who brought knowledge, they came to earth to a specific geographical area and brought knowledge to those people. So if you look at Jesus, he was not born in North America, in the United States, like actual United States. He was born somewhere in Asia. And people who wrote the Bible wrote information that's kind of a general information for the whole world. But certain things are better tuned for people of the Middle East, where Jesus used to live. But you can extrapolate, you can take that information and apply it to other countries. And there is a reason some people are tempted to stick with a religion of their country, their native country, not because only because they are followers, but there are other subtle reasons. So if you are feeling connected to certain religious culture and books and ideology, and if you feel that religion is part of who you are, not because the parents taught you to go to that specific church, and no, you have to feel deep inside. If you cannot connect with that book, you keep searching until you find teachings, spiritual teachings in a different religion. Don't stop looking. But if you feel that, you know, whatever your priest or your Bible or Quran or whatever telling you, if you feel that you are in tune, is like a part of who you are, then stick with that. don't follow the American diet bullshit, because I can tell you all the diets will fail. And the reason you got fat or you got sick is because you did not really follow what it says on your religious book. And I'm not advocating for people to turn into being religious or to change religion or something. I'm just saying I did listen a couple of chapters into the Bible. So that's one of the reasons I cannot advocate or I cannot teach you anything about Bible, because I don't know the Bible. But once I listen to Jesus' words and listen to what other people said about Jesus, and also from the Old Testament, I thought, ooh, that resonates with my thinking. Even I was atheist, and even I never read the Bible before. I never did that, and I've been to church just like, yeah, it's interesting, interesting building, something. I kissed some pictures on the wall because everyone was doing that, so I didn't want to look like I'm an idiot. But I never been connected with that stuff, with that religion, so I ran away from Orthodox religion for that reason, because, you know, I did not felt connected. It was all rule based, and I dealt with people who were stuck into their belief, but not because they really believed that, it's because they were close-minded. So that's again a different topic. But there are chapters in the Bible, and I'm quite sure any other religious books and any other kind of spiritual teachers will tell you the same thing, even they are not part of your religion. If you listen to some gurus or some kind of spiritual teachers who know and feel the stuff, those people will tell you the same things. So they may give you same advices with different flavor, but they connect to divine world. I don't know what's up there or down there or whatever, what's in the field. I only know it's they call it quantum field, and it's a specific type of form of energy which is encoded. It has information in it. It's not like a random field like a magnetic field or gravity or something like that. Even gravity has information, I can tell you that. But anyway, so that's another topic. And those people are able to connect to another realm that contain all the information you need to know. And you don't have to do what they do in order to connect. You don't have to do hours of meditation a day and prayer or whatever things they do that later in a number of years will have a scientific explanation when the science is going to want to connect with the religion. But until then, let them alone, do whatever they do, because it seems that the science give comfort to people, but not always give them information about health. So they give you information, but the way it's being directed, it does not really lead the whole world population towards a better health. It's actually destroying the health. So they may have a good intentions, but it seems that the results tells me something else. So again, the basics, before I'm getting into the details, the boring details, stick with what tells you, what the Bible tells you, or your Quran, or whatever spiritual teaching tells you. It's like when they tell you, go fasting for a month, like the Muslims do that. And if you look at the Muslims, how many Muslims are fat in North American continent? I mean, I'm quite sure you can find a bunch of them, but most Muslims, because they are so indoctrinated, they are so deep into their religion, they will not open to anything else. That's good for them. I don't blame them for what they do, because that stuff it works for them, and if it works, why you change? So I see the Muslims, they may not appear happy because that's the way we are. They appear in the media, angry Muslims killing whites, or mad Muslims yelling, screaming, killing each other or something. That's stupid. It's it's American bullshit that shows you what they want you to see. But Arab people, Muslim people are also happy. They are Orthodox happy people. They are Muslim people. Those who really believe in their God or saints or whatever, who found the love, the person who can find the love in whatever, in talent, in arts, in spirituality, in God, in their religion, those people are happier. And happy people don't need to find happiness in food. That's one of the secrets. If you listen to your Quran teachings, if you follow those rules, you're safe. You should be able to maintain a good body health. But if you keep looking for pleasure and love or feeling good in life, and if you find that one in an American diet, and not only American diet, I'm sorry that I appear to blame the American lifestyle. Even in Europe, they started to poison the population with diets and concepts and crap that doesn't lead the people to better health. And so again, that's your answer if you want health. But now, let's say if you don't want to have anything to do with a religion, that's fine too. But look at how your body is built and why your body is built here. So find those reasons. And if you know that the body has muscles because it has to move, it doesn't have muscles just because you want to have sex and want to have muscle power so you can grab tons of food to your mouth and be able to chew, drive the car to your super store or super Costco or whatever big box store full of food and be able to push the shopping cart that is full of crap. It's not that the reason you have the muscle. You have the muscles because you have to move. And why you need to move? Not only to carry a baby and provide food for you and for your babies or whoever is around you. It's not only that reason, but it's to learn something from the life. So moving your body helps you to explore. And when you explore, you learn about the life, and you learn skills, you learn information, and you learn how life it works, and you pass it on to the next generation, and you help other people. If you are stuck in front of a TV like a zombie, how you are going to navigate through life? How you are going to enhance your life experience? So use your body to explore, and that will burn calories. And find something that makes you feel good. So if food makes you feel good, that's okay. But don't exaggerate. Don't rely on food for your life's pleasures, because that's sickness. You were not born just to eat. If you think that you are born to eat, that means you think like those pigs that goes to the slaughterhouse. And if you look at the animals that are farmed, they are being kept in the boxes, like cows, pigs, turkeys, chickens, all those that are being farmed, poor little animals, have no control over their lives. But I did not design the world. So those get fed because that's the idea. The farmer wants weight. They want the meat as a commodity or as a material, as a biological material to make money and feed others. When you compare to the organic farmers or those who let the animals run free and enjoy whatever they can enjoy, some freedom. I see lots of farmers letting the cows run free through the forest. So they are large forested areas on the mountains, on the hills here in Canada, and there are sectors, and some farmers have one sector, two sector, whatever, and their cows and horses or whatever, the cattle, they run free, and they are free the whole day, and they find their own food, and those are not fat. I mean, they may have some fat tissue when the winter is coming, but otherwise those animals are healthy. So if you compare yourself with those animals, probably you want to run free, you want to enjoy, explore, enjoy your life purpose. But if you want to compare yourself with those farmed animals, yeah, probably you can do that. It's very easy. You farm yourself, you put yourself in a cage, so you grow up in a box, in a house. You don't want to get out. You drive your box car. That's Anthony Robbins' concept about box lifestyle. So you drive in the box, you get to your box office, live in a box for 8 hours, then come back to your box and eat from the box, food from the boxes, and watch the news coming from a box. You know, yeah, you can live that box lifestyle. So I got inspired by Anthony Robbins about this concept, which is very cool, very cool. And my mind is scattered all over the place because I'm enjoying the scenery. So I'm not driving too fast. I'm taking the time because I'm here to enjoy my days. No, I'm not here to get to a destination and burn fuel and enjoy 1 hour on my destination, come back. So I enjoy the whole experience, the whole drive. And when I get to my destination spot, I'll put the snowshoes on and I'll go in the snow. So if you decided to live in a box and have a box lifestyle, that's fine, it's up to you. But you will end up like those farmed animals that live in a box. So if you want to be like someone, what you do, you copy their lifestyle. So if you want to be like a pig, right, you eat like a pig and live like a pig and don't move. But I'm talking about the farmed pigs, right? And if you want to be a millionaire, what you do, you copy all the millionaires' habits and see how they succeeded. Maybe saving money, maybe be cheap, maybe fooling other people, maybe a diet, maybe saving money on food, maybe talking to other millionaires, I don't know. So copy some of those lifestyle habits of the people you want to be like. But if you want to be like a fat turkey, yeah, do what the farmed fat turkeys do. And someone later might use your body, maybe for organs, because you may decide that your organs can be used for helping other people or something. Maybe 300 years later, it's going to be like in a Soylent Green movie, when human bodies are going to be harvested and used to make food for others in order to feed the ever-growing world population. I can't say that, but you don't want to be part of that type of society, yes? So enjoy a free lifestyle as you can. So why the diets don't work? It's 37 minutes into the video, so I do that. I go around on purpose. If you lost your patience, if you're not here good for you. That's why you are still fat. That's why your diets won't work. I mean, if you are watching pro, you know what I'm saying. But your friend who are or people who don't watch these thoughts, even they might appear boring, is because they want a gratification, a quick gratification. So they try one diet, they try one exercise, they try this, and if it doesn't work, if they don't see the results, they keep trying, and at some point they will give up because they don't get what they expect. They get frustrated, they lose their power of focus. And the important thing to know is that you need to have a mind power to focus. Why? Because if you are not focused on something, your mind is going to be scattered over the place and you lose control over your body health. So right here I have a bag of tasty nuts, macadamia nuts, and some other cashews and stuff, but I pay a little bit more because I wanted some tasty nuts, and I keep them on my site, so or on my dashboard here, and they are tempting. Now imagine that I had some sort of a sweets, and some people are into sweets and snacks. So if you cannot focus, if you cannot control your emotions and your hunger and your urges, of course you are going to grab whatever is available to you. So if you have your house full of snacks, and if you cannot concentrate, cannot focus and control your emotions, of course you will go for snacks every day. The whole day. Look at the road, it's getting slippery, so I need to put my car in 4-wheel drive. So 4-wheel drive is going to be, because I don't need to lose control. I have control over my emotions, but I need to have control over my car, because the parts are coming from Japan and they are expensive to bring the cars here. So if humans' body parts would be expensive, let's say the insurance would be expensive, guess what? People would have better control over their health. It might appear it does not make sense, because if you look at the Americans, where the health insurance is very expensive, they are still fat, so they lose control over their body. But the thing is, because they can't afford health insurance, the poor ones, the poor people who can't afford, they cannot get better, so they get even more obese. Listen to my car. So let me go on the side, see what happens. So I look at my trucks. That's fine. I have a good car. I'm glad that I have this car. So I have good control. It's not too bad. I imagine that Kokihala Highway is not very good today. Actually, I love it here. Now, I have lots of things to say about the diets, but let me resume it. So I went to a store. It's called Save on Foods, which I don't shop there. Why I don't shop to this type of big names and big box stores? Why? Because I don't want to see ugly people. I mean, I'm not saying the fat people are ugly or something like that, but I see the ugly minds, the greedy ones who are trying to grab lots of food so they can have pleasure in life. So that's not a beautiful mind to me. I rather shop at a little bit more expensive stores that sell quality food, and people who are poor and who are greedy and they want to grab lots of food, they don't shop there because there's not much savings. So people who want to save lots of money on the on the food. They buy cheap, especially from Walmart and other stuff like that, because they want a lot. But they buy cheap and low quality, and they poison their bodies. But they don't care. That's why they got obese, because they don't have a beautiful mind. When you have a beautiful mind, you can maintain a beautiful body. And I know people who have beautiful minds and have beautiful bodies. Even they might appear grumpy, angry or something, but people who love their temple, their bodies, that's, I think it's from the Bible somewhere, they have a beautiful mind. They connect with the divine world, which helps them have a beautiful mind. Or it's the other way around. You have a beautiful mind, you are able to connect with the divine. That helps you to maintain a beautiful body. Wow, I'm really excited for some reason. And I'm doing only 70, but I'm going around just because. So I'm not, I did not lose control. I'm just going around. I've changed the lane. There was some debris on the road. Okay, 31 minutes, something in the video. Oh, look at the snow. Now it's coming. Now I'm talking about driving. Oof. It's like that excites me. I can be hungry, you know. I can be hungry, but if I drive in the snow, if I drive in this type of weather, and if I go in this type of weather, I don't need food. But some people shifted their focus into what the pleasure means for them, what gives them pleasure. And if you assign the pleasure to food, of course you will seek that emotion. But myself, I assign pleasure to this type of weather. Yes? So food is on the 3rd or 4th place in my list of items that gives me pleasure. I can kind of feel my tires are sometimes not grabbing right. I have a winter tires, 60% left. If you lose your patience, that means and if you go for a snack, if you are still here, it tells me you are hoping I'll get you a shortcut answer. But if you sense the urge, if you feel the urge of going to grab a snack because you got bored, you still have to work on your mind. Look at that, I'm going on the sides. Yeah, so I could have all the sweets and snacks in the world right here on my dashboard. Oh, I feel my car kind of sliding like airplanes. When you don't press enough rudder, the airplane is kind of skidding. I love it. Let's see, can I do any stupid things? Can I? No? Oh, but you know, God is listening all the time. And if I insist, the God will give me some experience, because it happens before. Depends how serious I am. But now God probably knows that I'm joking. And yeah, it's important to maintain the communication with the divine world. And you will get the answers about your diet, about your lifestyle, what is important to you, what you want to become, how you become what you want. Look at the cars, they're coming down slow and nice. I love it. You don't have to rush here. It's so beautiful. It's like driving off-road, but you're still on road and you have services. I don't have cell phone signal here, but I get towing if something happens, you know. Yeah, look at the big truck is holding the traffic. Nobody can pass that guy. That's okay. I have the whole day. Even the nighttime, I love it. I have good lights. Okay, so the poor guy cannot go too fast. Look at the traffic coming. I love it. So let me put the flashers on so people won't hit me from behind. Wow, that was can I do that? I think I can. Actually no, I'll let that guy go first because he is blocking my view. Yeah, I have patience. So some tricks about that. So I went to this Save on Food store and I saw a magazine. It says why the whole, oh look at the snowplow, yes, good thing I didn't go on the opposite lane. That guy was coming fast. And it says the Whole30 diet is better and easier than the paleo and keto diets. I said, oh man, another crappy shortcut diet trying to make the Americans believe that without moving much, just sit there and you lose weight. That's really stupid. It's not how the body mechanics are built. So people have no understanding of the human anatomy, what means metabolism. They keep using these fancy words like metabolism, burning calories, but they don't have a clue what's going on. They read half of the book or watch a quarter of the video because they don't get the answer they're looking for. Then they say, oh yeah, I know everything, I know it, you know, I'm good, I'm expert in diets, I'm expert in whatever. They're looking for those shortcut answers. So I need to pass this guy because I have room. Oh, he has chains. Oh yeah, makes sense. You can't drive with chains that fast. Wow. I'm really pumped. And I feel to burn it. Oh, I see my truck spraying stuff behind because it's grabbing, but it's not grabbing well into this layer. Wow. I have emotions, man. Because I know what I like. I don't like, I mean, the food is okay, but I know what I love in life. Right now I'm in tune with the whole thing, with the environment, with the experience. It's like a flow. Look at that snow. Wow. It's like I went skiing with my truck and I could see the snow, the powder splashing outside. Oh man. Oh, wow. I have to